Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Decorative Survival. So, in the last episode, I got a villager and I did a bit more work on the hill, and in this episode, I want to do a bit more work on the hill. However, in between episodes, and possibly seen in the final bit of the last episode, which was recorded after I'd mostly finished editing and done some in-between episode stuff, I had gotten some wood, so yeah, I farmed a little bit of wood. In fact, you can still see the leaves decaying, but that's basically all I've done. Well, I've also gotten these carrots and also the other ones that I got in between episodes. So in between episodes, I have done a little bit of wood chopping, and in fact, you can still see some of the leaves decaying. I also got a few more golden carrots, which I will start using after I have eaten all of these biscuits and apples that I have bought. But yeah, in this episode, I'm probably going to start off with some mud making, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I am voicing over this time lapse, and I decided to put the camera in the cherry blossom bit because I thought it looked nice, but that meant I had to actually turn off particles. Alright, so I am back and I have 13 stacks of mud, and yeah, basically what I'm going to do next is gather up some wheat from over here in these wheat fields and then do some work on the mountain. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to harvest this wheat and then I'll work on the mountain and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I am voicing over this time lapse, and well, basically, in this time lapse, I've been slowly moving higher, and basically on both these sides, I've been slowly extending the mud out. So in this time lapse, especially towards the end, I decided to try and stop doing that and push it back in again. So yeah, that's why the mountain tends to go down quite a bit. As you can see, it's kind of started going back down. You can even see like it goes out a bit here, and now I've been pushing it back in, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, so I am back, and I have done a bit more on the hill. It feels like I haven't done very much, even with 13 stacks of mud, but I probably have because I've been slowly working on it, whereas it's a time lapse for everyone else. I heard an Enderman. There's an Enderman in here. Yay, grass block. I have no idea where that grass block from. Guess I'll put this somewhere on the hill, because I don't think this random grass is enough. I think there's probably a good place. Although I might swap that out for a piece of coarse dirt. So there we go, and I've also been doing some stuff with this farmer while I was gathering up some wheat. I also gathered up some potatoes so that I could trade with this farmer, and there's also pumpkins and 3 more emeralds. But if I then also harvest a potato field, because that was just some spare stuff I also found going through my chests, and then 19 emeralds. Let's get a few more golden carrots, and then I've got a profit of 10 emerald. Now that I have basically an unlimited supply of emeralds, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my lighting source from torches to lanterns, because lanterns are quite, well, they're not quite as cheap as torches, but they're only emeralds. Why? So yeah, lanterns. There we go. Let's also let out these villagers. I think probably what's happening is they're pushing each other into the well, which is annoying. I'm going to store away these emeralds. Alright, so probably what I will do next is probably going to be building another field. So yeah, there's a few empty spaces. I think I might build one over here-ish. So, well, it won't cover this entire area. It will probably be similar to these. However, I do want to be able to have some sort of path down to the river, because this is the better side for the river. So, I don't know, maybe they have a fishing dock or something. I haven't really decided, but I would like access to the river. So it'll probably start over here. I'm not sure if I want really for it to go to the wall. I'd kind of like to maintain everything like 5 or so meters from the wall, so there probably won't be anything there. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get started on that, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm voicing over this time-lapse as well, and basically I decided in this time-lapse that I didn't want mobs to get in, because mobs have been trampling my crops quite a bit. So I decided to make the wall mostly 1.5 blocks high. Alright, so I am back, and I have now finished this field. I added a, well, lantern on a post in the middle of the field. Mainly because, well, it's lighting, and also this is a water source, because some of these farmlands closer to the middle were drying out. That's probably going to wrap up this episode. I just think I'll get rid of a few squids. And yeah, basically the other thing I was doing during this time lapse was getting more emeralds, because I'm right next to my pumpkin farm and I've got a potato farm. So in this chest, this is the chest for, oh, I've got precisely 2 stacks. I now have 30 emeralds to be moved up to the house, as well as some ink sacs that I will need to trade with my villager. Let's just place a lantern to mark his location. These villagers don't actually trade very many ink sacs, so I've just got a stack and 52, but 42 ink sacs. 42 emeralds, I mean. So those emeralds will go in there, and I'm almost at 3 stacks of emeralds. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, goodbye.